This is question number 6 from our equation of a line practice. And before we start this, I just want to say this is our last video lesson of the school year. So I just want to say how proud I am of all of you that made it this far, that have been doing the lessons and working on your homework and trying really hard during the shutdown. So awesome job. I've really appreciated that you've been working so hard. So our last question here says determine the equation of a line that passes through the points -9 and 2 and -6, -5. So I do notice we are finding an equation. And anytime we are finding an equation, I need slope, I need y-intercept, and then we're going to take those two things and make an equation out of them. Okay, so for the slope, did they tell me the slope in the question? No. The only thing they gave me in the question were 2 points. So I can calculate the slope using my slope formula. So there is a formula that we learned that says that m, or my slope, equals y2 take away y1 over x2 take away x1. Now, where do y2, y1, and x2, x1 come from? The points. So every point has an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate. And then you have to choose one of them to be point 1 and one of them to be point 2. So I think I'm going to let the first one be point 1 and the second one be point 2. But if you want to be a rebel, you can switch it up and do it the opposite way. It doesn't really matter. So my slope is y2, -5, minus y1, that's a 2, divided by x2, that's -6, take away x1, that's -9. Okay, so -5 minus 2, use a calculator if you need to, but it is -7. And then in the denominator, I'm going to do an extra line. 2 negatives in a row here actually make a plus. So this is -6 plus 9. So I get -7 over -6 plus 9 is 3. So if you want to leave the negative on the top, that's okay. Normally, I would say that a negative divided by a positive overall gives me a negative answer. So I write the negative in front and then say it's 7 over 3. Okay, to do y-intercept, did they tell me the y-intercept? No. So I calculate it using y equals mx plus b. So I used my slope, -7 over 3, and then for x and y, you have to choose one of the 2 points. And it doesn't matter which one you choose, you should get the right answer. I think I'm going to pick, not that it really matters, I'm going to pick the first one. So this is going to be my x and y. So for y, I'm going to put in 2. For m, -7 over 3. You'll notice I put that negative with the numerator, so I kind of went back to what it was here before. And then times x, which is -9, plus b. All right, my next step is to multiply the -7 over 3 and the -9 together. When you multiply fractions, you do numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. That -9 is secretly over 1. That's what its denominator is. So -7 times -9 is +63. And then 3 times 1 is 3 plus b. So 63 divided by 3, you can use a calculator to help you out, is 21. Now I did get asked the other day, what happens if that doesn't divide out nicely? And the answer is, it's a fraction, and you deal with it as a fraction. And we didn't this semester because of the shutdown, and because you're learning from home, we decided not to use fractions with the y-intercept. We just wanted to make it a little easier for you. But in grade 10, you may run into ones that have fractions, and that's okay. But for right now, if you're getting a fraction at that step, Something has gone wrong. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 21 from both sides. 2 take away 21 is negative 19. That's my b value. So my equation is y equals mx plus b. So y equals m negative 7 over 3 x. And then I could write plus negative 19. I'm just going to write minus 19. Okay, so from here, it's up to you to go and try some practice. Good luck.